punch him in his mouth.
Think we ain't gon' ride, motherfuckers get ate alive. Make them skydive off the side of the 805. Can't sign nothing less than $1.5 million. Bidding war going on like I'm still in the draft. But shit, I'm innocent in the jag. White bitch shotgun, she concealing the pack. How real is that? 100 if you ask me. I sat in the cave alone and Valentine asked names. But all the flossing's irrelevant if you ain't a boss and you soft as a jellyfish. But I'm on top with the etiquette, never take a loss, can't a motherfucker tell me shit. When Ice-T was on that power shit, I was in the slums, white tee moving powder, bitch. And while y'all dying to shine, I hit the club and open fire like I'm riding for shine.
Coming out his neck, punch him in his mouth.
Climb out that work,
Punch him in his mouth.
shaving grams off that coke.
Punch him in his mouth.
Tell you we going broke.
Punch him in his mouth.
Boy talking out his ass.
Punch him in his mouth.
Say you know about your stash.
Punch him in his mouth.
If he ever try to run,
Punch him in his mouth.
don't even hit him with your gun, just
Punch him in his
Nigga, how
mouth.
you always got the hook up, but never don't have no ends. Plus I heard that that Benz that you driving is your friend. Nigga don't never like to spin, but he always wanna lean. You can hold on to these nuts while they hanging from your chin. See, we men, and a real man don't tolerate them fakers. And you quick to meet your maker while I'm gripping on my baby makers. Them ain't gators, why you posing like a player in the club trying to mack a chick with them hoes? Know you swear, get the fuck from around here. We keep it gutter down here, always crying like a bitch. Is your mama around here? If she is, no disrespect, but take this pussy nigga home before we blame it on you, cause you the reason he bone. He won't live long with a mouth so potty, halitosis on the tongue. He lie to everybody, better do what I say before these fists start flying. Whatever you sellin', homie, I ain't buying.
coming out his neck.
Punch him in his mouth.
Climb out that work,
Punch him in his mouth.
shaving grams off that coke.
Punch him in his mouth.
Tell you we going broke.
Punch him in his mouth.
Boy talking out his ass.
Punch him in his mouth.
Say you know about your stash.
Punch him in his mouth.
If he ever try to run,
Punch him in his mouth.
don't even hit him with
KLUMP.
your gun, just
Punch
Hey
him in
yo,
his
first
mouth.
things first, I ain't gon' plead no case. Keep a burn on my hip that'll eat your face, faggot. And I ain't trying to talk it out. Just cause you walked in the club don't mean you walking out. Ain't talking money, what you talking about? Come to my town, the boy KLUMP is the most talked about. Flow of the century, know that eventually I'll be dead and gone, but man, I hope that they mention me. I can't rock harder than I've been rocking. Lyrically, I'm a nightmare, similar to Bin Laden. Go ahead and run, daddy, cause I ain't the type of dude to talk a bunch of shit about shit I haven't done, daddy. I got a gun, daddy, and I ain't scared to let a motherfucking shot first. For that shot come at me. Raw wreck on mine, son, and tell them lames I'ma do me when mine come, but till then,
coming out his neck.
Punch him in his mouth.
Climb out that work,
Punch him in his mouth.
shaving grams off that coke.
Punch him in his mouth.
Tell you we going broke.
Punch him in his mouth.
Boy talking out his ass.
Punch him in his mouth.
Say you know about your stash.
Punch him in his mouth.
If he ever try to run,
Punch him in his mouth.
don't even hit him with your gun, just
Punch him in his mouth.
coming out his neck.
Punch him in his mouth.
Climb out that work,
Punch him in his mouth.
shaving grams off that coke.
Punch him in his mouth.
Tell you we going broke.
Punch him in his mouth.
Boy talking out his ass.
Punch him in his mouth.
Say you know about your stash.
Punch him in his mouth.
If he ever try to run,
Punch him in his mouth.
don't even hit him with your gun, just
Punch him in his mouth.